And there was a time in my life where, as you age in business, you think you might lose some of these it factor capabilities. Not being perfect is basically a metaphor for my book. I think it takes a lot of pressure off. I have a big joke that says, I'm the perfect 7. I know I'm better than average, but I'm far from perfect. Who wants to be perfect anyway? I mean, if you're a 10, you have nowhere to go but down. When you're a 7, you always could be a work in progress. And I don't know anyone that's perfect. If they are, usually they're sweeping the shit under the carpet. Being an it girl is an interesting thing, or an it person. You really can't it's hard to identify. It's almost, you walk in and you know when someone has that it factor. And clearly, for whatever reason, I did have that it factor where people gravitated towards me. And there was a time in my life where, as you age in business, you think you might lose some of these it factor capabilities. And there's always going to be someone, that could potentially younger and more razzle and dazzling than you. But, with years comes confidence. I don't think necessarily having an it factor is a choice. I think it's something that you're sort of naturally given. I think there's things you can do to work on it, to be comfortable with yourself. I would definitely say I never really focused on being the it person, but I use that it quality for other people's success. I actually am very uncomfortable having the attention on me. It was actually very difficult for me when I wrote the book because I had no one to deflect on. So I use that, my special little it girl, or my superpowers, to make other people successful and bring them up and kind of get the credit in that way.